Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another stream here on Noki Plays. Today I'm going to be doing some more Pokemon hunting here in Pokemon Sword and continuing along and completing the Pokedex. Alright, I see here we've got Mike and Glay and Woo here in the stream. How are you all doing today? Ooh. I can mob with that. Looks like I'm hunting today. Wait, you know what? I didn't even look. Pushing on buttons. Goulet doing well. Glad to see. Glad to see indeed. Looks like they're actually nearby me. I'm doing pretty well myself. Enjoying this Wednesday hump day. Extremely excited that Pokemon Home came out last night. Like, basically Shadow released. Essentially nobody saw it coming. Oops. But I downloaded it right away. Goulet, you can't play on your Switch. Why not? But yeah, I downloaded it right away, and I actually went through and transferred all of my Pokemon from Pokemon Bank over to Pokemon Home, like, immediately. And, hey, a girl. I know that because of the lipstick. I have not yet connected Pokemon Home to Pokemon Sword and Shield or to Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee yet. Though that is definitely my next step. Goulet, you have Meltan? Nice, nice. I think I have one Meltan in Let's Go. But as far as I'm aware, they haven't opened it up so any of those Pokemon can actually be in this game yet. Although I have been seeing a lot of reports that those of you who collected hacked Pokemon previously should probably release them, because I know Game Freak's going through and banning people. It hates light and shock. If attacked, it inflates itself. It inflates its body to pump up its counter-strike. Cool. Ah, Goulet, Mom won't let ya? Sorry to hear that. Sometimes parents have good intentions for their rules. It doesn't always feel that way to children, unfortunately. What was the case? Why did your mom take away your Switch? Addison's gotten his Switch taken away a couple of times. Granted, we don't let him play just whenever he wants anyway. He has specific they all have specific times they're allowed to play. They can't just pick up their Switch and start playing whenever they feel like it. Which is actually opposite from the way my parents handled me, but I think today there are so many more screens in kids' faces that they do need a little bit of control when it comes to how often they're on them. Mike, I saw on the Discord server that you completed your Pokédex, and said congratulations. That's awesome, man. You were working so hard on that, so it's really cool to finally see that come to fruition for you. I am still plugging away. I didn't even look to see how many I exactly have. 271. 29 left to get to 300. Right now I'm looking for a cling. I know I have one of the second stage evolutions. I could always wait until the end for that one and breed it. Alex, hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. How are you doing today? Oops. Hello. I'm a little disappointed today because I found out that my favorite candidate running for office here in America dropped out of the race yesterday. So that was a little sad, a little disheartening to see. He was the only dude that actually was talking sense. I guess the only dude from the left to the right, that is, because obviously the libertarians have been talking sense for generations, but it's the only real sad news I have to report. Where would my little Clinky? Oh, where could it be? Also, sorry for all the sniffles. I'm still recovering from my cold. Definitely better than where I've been the last few days, but I'm still just a little sinusy up in here. So I apologize if I sniffle or have to blow my nose a few times. Evil Tires, Alex, you're doing fantastic. Got back into Pokemon Sun and Moon, did a Wonder Trade, got a shiny Tornadus. What? Man, I'd call that a good day. Jumping back into a game you haven't played a while, and then you get in and get a shiny right away. That's awesome. Actually, when I went into Ultra Sun and Moon to make sure all my Pokemon were in the box for Bank, just being back in Sun and Moon again was like crazy nostalgic. It's been so long since I've played that game. Probably almost, well, I think the last time I played it was over the summer. It's crazy to think about. Sorry. No, I'm not looking for you, Axie. I'm looking for a Clink. Gotta be one around here somewhere. Clink. Drillbur. I don't think I have a regular Drillbur yet. Oh, I do. Okay. Thought I only had Excadrill. Who else is excited for the reveal of the brand new mythical Pokemon? There's already been a couple of leaks come out from Korokoro that showed the silhouette of part of it off, and it looks like it's going to be quite an intense mythical, that's for sure. We don't really have too much longer to wait either, just a couple of weeks till the full reveal for it. I'm actually very excited too to see what special max raid battles they have in store for us for Pokemon Day. Everything's already up for you. Should be pretty cool. Quit. You don't. Get to your homework. Or get to your school. Probably should have taken a little less time doing your math work this morning. My goodness. Alex, you're excited. Mike, you're excited as well? Me too. I wonder what type it's going to be. Lately, it seems like they've been trying to really push for some strange typing combinations. So, hopefully they come out with another really cool, unique typing combination. Or maybe to be a pure type. I mean, that's fairly unheard of anymore, especially for mythical Pokemon, but it could. Maybe it'd be like the old days where it's just a pure psychic. Okay, so where is your baby? I see you. Ayo! Great. I don't even think I have my hunting team, do I? No, I don't. I totally forgot to switch out my team. I'll just use Crawdon because I know it has false swipe, and I'll just try to beat him up. Yeah, of course I would knock it out. Darn it. Well, at least I know that they are over here in this patch in the random encounters. That's... At least I can still find them. I guess I probably should be smarter. One thing, this just reminds me of Pokemon Home. Pokemon Home is so easy to navigate. That is like one of my favorite parts about the entire thing. So easy to move boxes, or move Pokemon around boxes and everything, and even to use the touchscreen on the Switch is an awesome addition. Might be getting, oh, I just saw it too, Mike, you might be getting Pokemon Home Premium. I know I was a bit iffy on it, but the mobile features are awesome. That is so true. The mobile features are like half of what sells it, honestly. And of course the Pokemon storage. I mean, you can store up to 6,000 Pokemon on it. And I definitely plan, and the fact that it has a Pokédex built in, I definitely plan to do the Home Master Challenge and collect every single Pokemon in existence. We should all do it. We should all try to do the Pokemon Master Challenge. See who can do it, who can get there first. Clink. Glad the first two Pokemon here today didn't take too long to ascertain. The two mini-gears that compose this Pokemon are closer than twins. They mesh well only with each other. Okay. Oh, nice. A Machoke's the next one? Didn't even realize I didn't have a Machoke. Luckily, they're right here. At the end of today's stream, I'll try to pop out of the game and go into Pokemon Home, and we'll try to experiment with whether you can use multiple accounts on the same service or not. A part of me feels like they probably won't allow you to. No, one guy who's already on 726, he did an all-nighter sending mons over. Dear God. I'm at like 390 something in the dex for home. And I have like over almost 600 Pokemon in home. Obviously, many of those are duplicates. But, oh geez, I didn't realize that they were in such disrepair here. But yeah, so I mean, I'm like halfway almost, essentially, in the dex part, 396. It's almost halfway. There's 900 plus. But that's not a bad, I mean, honestly, a bad start for it just coming out. And obviously, your buddy there that's got 726, like, dang! Alright, let's see if Tingles can get the job done. Abyss Boy! Hello, hello, hello! How is your Wednesday afternoon or morning, depending on where you are in the world? Or night, even. Thank you for joining the stream. Alright, let's paralyze this choke. And hopefully I don't knock him out. I just feel like I should just do another nuzzle to be safe. Nicely done, Mr. Tingles. It's been a while since I've actually used Tingles, because I've been using my shiny Toxtricity. Mike didn't realize how small the Galar Pokedex was really compared to the Sun and Moon. I mean, if you consider the national dex aspect, yeah, definitely. It doesn't even compare. There's like, what, 300 less mons or something like that. But I do know that in the Alolan dex, I feel like there wasn't... I feel like it was about the same, wasn't it? Wasn't there only about 400 or something like that in the Alolan dex? And then there was the rest of them in the national dex? Its muscular body is so powerful, it must wear a power-save belt to be able to regulate its motions. And somehow, Machoke is born with this belt. There's no explanation as to where it gets it. A Carablast, huh? I don't even think I've seen Carablast in this game. Let me find out where they supposedly would be at. Interesting. Yeah.
There's this sentence that makes you walk slowly through a big art gallery.
That's Nancy Drew. Yeah, Mike, the national dex. It really comes down to the fact that they completely excluded the national dex from Pokemon Sword and Shield. Obviously, now that we know about Pokemon Home, that was so that they probably could include, you know, like... So they wouldn't overcomplicate Pokemon Sword and Shield, but still give players the option of collecting all Pokemon in existence. And I kind of like that it's, you know, done on Pokemon Home and whatnot as a collection service. I wouldn't be using all 900 plus Pokemon anyway. Even if I had the option to. But I still want to collect all 900 plus Pokemon, you know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't use it in battle or in the game, but I definitely still want one of each. So I'm actually kind of happy with the way it's set up now, where you got Pokemon Home, where you can collect all your Pokemon at and build up your main national dex. And then Pokemon Sword and Shield, where you can just focus on the Pokemon that are found here in this game. I mean, granted, we already know as well that more Pokemon, over 200, at the least, I should say, 200, will be added back in through the DLCs. So it'll be interesting to see if they end up adding even more beyond that. Eldegoss is here. Need me a Carablast. Scraggy with its baggy legs. There we go. Nice. So far, so good. Not taking too long to tickle me. Not taking too long to find here today. That's nice. Its strange physiology reacts to electrical energy in interesting ways. The presence of a Shelmet will cause this Pokemon to evolve. I'm a Chop? I didn't realize I didn't have some of these Pokemon, honestly. I guess I never really took the time to do much hunting while I was playing through the storyline, so I came across a lot of these Pokemon, but I never actually tried catching them. I know that there would be, you would think there'd be Machop around the same place as Machoke, but maybe not. See, it says it's in the same place as those Machoke, so maybe it's just one of the random encounters up here. Aside from all the Doug trio, that is. Also, just to give everybody a heads up, just like with every other week, when Aubrey is home, today I will have to be pretty strict on the time that I shut down the stream. So I will be getting done here at about 2:15 my time, which would mean about 45 more minutes here in the stream, just so you guys are all aware. And then the entire family will be going live tomorrow night at about 7 p.m. Central Time for some more, Max Raid battles. Oh, pardon me. I had a delicious chef salad for lunch with hard-boiled eggs. And now I'm a little gassy. I also feel like a plumber because I fixed a toilet plus a shower head today, so, you know, I'm on top. I'm on top today. Must be why I'm having such good luck finding these Pokemon. Ooh, Esper. Which do I already have? Yes. I really should go through the work of transferring in my Pokemon to Pokemon Sword and Shield. It would probably help me collect at least a few more of these Pokemon that I need for my decks. From its silhouette, Drillbur kind of looks like a penguin. Is that just me? Pseudo-Wudo. Oh, there's a random encounter. I thought I just got into battle with that Pseudo-Wudo. Now I can see the Wudo. I can't believe we're only about a week and a half out from our battle stream, guys. I'm so freaking excited for that. Seeing the Sudowoodo just reminded me to have that shiny Sudowoodo sitting in my box. Super pumped. I definitely have not taken enough time to actually train my Pokemon though, so I'm a little worried I'm not going to do so well, but still going to have fun. Plus, I'll kind of like to see if other people end up walking away victorious anyway. It'd be fun for some people who don't really have a lot of shinies and such to get in on, you know, the opportunity to grab some. Do you guys remember Iris's Excadrill in black and white? Dang, that was a cool Pokemon. You know, it's been ages since I played black and white games. Or are you talking about in the show? Because I actually have not seen, and you can take away my Pokemon card if you want on this one. I have not seen any of the anime beyond the Hoenn arc. I've seen bits and pieces of the Diamond and Pearl series, but that's even, you know, only a couple. Otherwise, I haven't really watched any of the anime beyond the Hoenn arc. It's still on my to-do list, so it's not like I'm against it. When you're a family that doesn't watch TV all the time, it takes quite a while to get through different series. And Pokemon being, you know, 25 plus seasons or whatever in, it's a little difficult to catch up. But it's still something that we're all trying to work towards because we really want to check out the new Sword and Shield anime when it comes out. It looks like it's going to be pretty awesome. But I'm kind of one of those people who loves continuity. So I feel like I have to watch it from the beginning. Oops. I feel like I have to watch it from the beginning all the way up. Even though the Sword and Shield anime probably has nothing to do with the old Ash at all. Just like the Sun and Moon anime had nothing to do with the old Ash, pretty much. Mike the Show. Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Because I don't remember anything there. I didn't remember anything too specifically amazing about Iris's Pokemon in the game, so that makes more sense. Black and White is actually probably one of... It's up there in my top of, like, maybe top 3 of my favorite generations. I know it gets a lot of hate because of how handholdy it was and how linear of a path you had to take, and those areas are definitely justified criticisms. But I feel like the story of it was just so compelling and so complex. The character building within was so amazing. Like, they have not taken that much time, I feel like, to really do that in any of the other generations. Hold on one second. Alright. Sorry about that. Nadia has to leave for work for the day. Didn't figure you all wanted to see our PDA. Dang, these Dwebbles are out with force. Addison, 4 legs on the drum. Continue reading, please. You would think Machop would be easy to find. I just don't see it. Well, in the Sword and Shield anime, they actually put a little Easter egg in. You can see one of Ash's Alolan trophies on his shelf in the cutscene where he wakes up late. Right, I do remember seeing some speculation about that. And even in, like, I guess the Sun and Moon anime, there was still callbacks to the old Ash and the old adventures. I mean, obviously Brock and Misty make an appearance and everything. And during that part, I know that a lot of people were talking that obviously they make reference to their old adventures together. And yeah, I mean, in the new Sword and Shield anime, I have seen that speculation that... Oops. Excadrill. But it'll be interesting still to see if it's like just a reference or if it is the same Ash. Or if it's a different Ash from a different multiverse. I've also seen too, have you guys been watching the Twilight Wings series? I know the second episode I don't think has actually come out yet, but the first episode debuted last month. And it was simply amazing. But there was a flash of a scene in that anime as well that actually showed Ash and Pikachu in the background of one of the scenes. So it'll be also very interesting to see if they even play any form... If they play any form of role at all in that anime, or if that was just essentially like a little cameo. There we go. My goodness. Didn't think I was gonna find him, child. Don't do that, please. Nice.
Nice. You got it. Caught it.
Isn't it funny too, Mike, that Ash is always waking up late? Dude needs to learn some responsibility. Its whole body is composed of muscles. Even though it's the size of a human child, it can hurl 100 grown-ups. Jeez. Dewpider and Rufflet. Ooh, I remember Dewpider was a hard one to find before. Elias, Mike finished the Pokédex.
Yeah.
You say congratulations?
Congratulations.
Say good job, Mike.
Good job, Mike.
What is Elias's favorite Alolan starter? Do you like Litten, Rowlet, or Poplio? Poplio?
Yeah.
Yeah, even though you're a kitty person?
Yeah.
Don't you like Litten, though?
Yeah.
Is it too hard for you to tell?
I love Litten.
You love Litten?
Yeah.
Do you love Litten more than Poplio?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's in kitty type.
Yes, he is a kitty type. My favorite Alolan starter is Rowlet.
Wow.
Rowlet is my fave. What are all of your guys' favorite Alolan starters? Let me know in the chat.
Blue and Pokedex.
Okay.
Gabite and Litten. Gabite. It's Gabite.
It's Gabite.
To get.
So I have to either find it in this area, or is that Route 5? Or is that supposed to be the wild area?
Wild area. The wild area. The wild area.
The wild area?
Yeah. It is. See? It is. See? The volcano is in. How about Max Raid Battles?
Max Raid Battles?
Yeah.
No. We're not doing Max Raid Battles. That's tomorrow night. Mike, you can definitely tell that Galar is a region that is big on battling from the Dex entries. I could not agree more.
It's Obstacle.
I think they've made it very clear that
Obstacle.
out of all the regions, Galar definitely has the most, I guess, passion for Pokemon battling.
Obstacle.
Yep, that was Obstagoon, wasn't it? So I know it said that in order to find a rufflet, it has to be. Would it say snowing? That'd be kind of interesting.
Snow type.
Well, rufflet's not an ice type. That's why I don't know.
Ice and snow type.
Mike says, I love Rowlet. I actually played Sun and Moon so much on Christmas Day when I got it that he evolved into Dartrix by dinner time. Nicely done.
Max Ray battles are great.
Yeah, I don't know. There's something about... I love the fact that in Sun and Moon they gave all the starters a secondary typing that was much different from previous. You know, Dark, Ghost, and Fairy. It's very different from what they've given any of the other starters before, and I really liked that about them, actually. Really, I liked all the Alolan starters, except for... I'm not a huge fan of Incineroar. Mostly because of its design. I just wish they would have kept it a four-legged creature. They had a really great design going with Litten and Torracat, and I feel like they sacrificed that to try to make a bipedal fire starter like they always do. And I feel like, would have done more justice keeping it four-legged. So, I don't really know here. So, raining. Supposedly, I can find a Dewpider around here. In the rain. Maybe I should start checking random encounters. Alright, Mike, thank you so much for joining us today and chatting in the chat. Hopefully you have a great day, and if I see you again later, cool. If not, then maybe I'll see you tomorrow.
Hello, welcome to the next stream.
Now you say goodbye, Mike. Have a good day. Yeah?
Bad poo.
You're supposed to label all the parts of speech. Based on what you've been doing in the class. Ooh, I found him. Get away. That's a Carablast. Oh, pardon me.
Get away.
Come on, I need to get that Dewpider.
Dewpider.
There we go.
There's Dewpider. Dewpider. Wait, there's Dewpider.
Dewpider.
Dewpider's a Dynamax.
Not right now, but it can Dynamax. All Pokemon can Dynamax. Nice, got it.
Yeah.
Are you my good luck charm?
Yeah.
Yeah, you are.
I think.
It forms a water bubble at the rear of its body and then covers its head with it. Meeting another Dewpider means comparing water bubble sizes. Wow. Size isn't everything. It's what you do with the water bubble that counts.
Mound type. Dewpider.
Now, I have to try to locate Rufflet. I could have sworn I've seen him down here, but I guess not. And that isn't snow, is it? What is that weather? Windy. Well, you can find them there in the rain. Let me go over there. Maybe I'll have some luck. Now there's Dewpiters everywhere. Do you remember the other day when I was hunting Dewpiter and I could not find one to save my life?
Pikachu.
Pika-Pee! I think this is the first wild Pikachu I've encountered.
A shiny Pikachu.
That's not a shiny Pikachu.
A regular Pikachu.
That's a regular old Pikachu.
A Gigamax Pikachu.
I do know that I actually need a Pharaoh Seed.
A Fantasy. A
Or Ferrothorn, I mean. Ferrothorn?
Yeah. I'm in the wrong. Another one. Upload.
Oh, he's gonna explode himself. Wah wah. I really wish they would include in Pokemon games that if a Pokemon faints itself, you still have the capability of catching it. I've wanted that for the longest time because, like, man, sometimes when you're on a shiny hunt or a rare Pokemon hunt and something like that, and you work so dang hard to find this Pokemon, and then you finally get it whittled down to being able to catch it, and then they knock themselves out. You know? I feel like they should really switch that. In a sense, take the mechanic from Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, where you have to battle legendaries, knock them out, and even the max raid battles in this game. You have to battle them, knock them out, and then you get the capability of catching them. And, you know, just make the catch rates a little lower or something. I don't know. I just feel like it'd be more fair.
We're placking.
Ultimately, you know. And you'd still have to work just as hard to get it, so it's not like it'd make it too easy.
We're placking.
That was a Shellos. Shellos!
Let's do a plaque.
I'm looking for a Rufflet.
Rufflet.
Yep, Rufflet. Could always breed a Braviary, but at the same time, I'm hoping that I can do... I'm hoping I can hunt as many of these as I can, and then I'll resort to breeding towards the end if I'm having a hard time finding them in the wild. Wow, an Impidimp out here. That's interesting. Haven't seen Impidimps outside of the Glimwood Tangle. Zigzagoon's so confused.
Gario.
Shellos and Frostlass. Barboach. I need a Barboach.
Barboach. He's in fish type.
Fish type?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty accurate there. Goodness. A lot of Barboach out of the water. How the heck do they even survive on land? Doesn't even make sense. I guess they're water and ground? Question mark. So maybe that does kind of make sense.
Everything's going in rectangle.
Well, yeah, the Impidimp's main habitat is the Glimwood Tangle, but it looks like some of them do live and survive out here in the wild area.
In the Glimwood Tangle City.
You mean Bellonlea? I have also, this is a total side note to anything we've been talking about, but it kind of relates back to when we were talking about the hacked Pokemon before. I have been seeing a lot of people warning not to do any surprise trades right now. Just in case you accidentally come across one of these hacked Pokemon, and then you're the one that actually gets punished for it. You definitely don't want that to happen. Granted, I feel like you could just release... If you get a surprise trade and you know that it's hacked, obviously you'll know if it's hacked. You could always just release it too. So it's not like you have to entirely avoid, I feel like, surprise trades, but at least be very careful. You know, when you are surprise trading, because there's a lot of that going around. And it would really suck if, you know, you didn't even know necessarily that what you're doing is wrong, and then you get punished for it. Stop, look, listen. Ninjas. Hey, Addison. Your worksheet's not on that television. Now get your worksheet done. Where could you be, Mr. Rufflet? Man, these barboaches. So many of them. Share or bounce sweet. For some reason I want to keep calling it Cherubi. Which I don't even think Cherubi's in this game, is it? I guess I haven't even thought about that. Barboach. These things are hard to see in the grass. You know, I probably should just take the time to connect home, because I know for sure I have a Rufflet in there. At least I'm pretty sure I do. Barboach, man. They're irritating. Everywhere. Let's try it out. The last 15 minutes of the stream here. Let me save, and I'll jump over into Pokemon Home. What? How do you think it's spelled? Try. Try to actually spell it out, and then you can tell me, and I'll tell if you're right or not. So you actually challenge yourself to be learning these words instead of just relying on me to spell them for you. That's not it. It's close. T-H-O-U... What are you forgetting? No. It's like in the word though. Or night. Or sought. Or bought. There's 2 letters you're forgetting to put in there. They're silent. Okay, let's see. What are you forgetting? See, now this is what I was thinking before. For Alex, for your question was, can you use different accounts on the same Switch, but for one Pokemon home service? Is that right? I think that was the question that you presented me. And I guess, excuse me, this right now would prove that that's not, you can't. Excuse me, because right from the beginning you have to pick which account you're playing under. And obviously I'm going to pick ProfNoki, but let's say if I picked ProfNoki, it's going to open up Pokemon Home without the same it won't be the same account. It'll be ProfNoki's account instead. So it looks like each account on your Switch can have its own Pokemon Home service account. So you could probably have this, you know, ProfNoki, like for instance, for me at least, I could have my ProfNoki one be my premium account, and then I could have free accounts for daughter, son, and ProfNoki, or I could buy them their own premium accounts, which would just be ridiculous. But I don't think that one premium account covers many different users on a Switch. Because right then and there, I mean, how would you get around that otherwise? So at least I feel like that answers that question. Let me know, though, if that wasn't exactly what you were asking. I feel like that's what you were asking, though. And even I was kind of curious, too, you know. Am I going to be able to use my Pokemon Home account for my other usernames on my Switch? But it doesn't look like that's the case. So as you can see, 397 is my current registered Pokedex on home. I've got 569 deposited Pokemon. So let's go into Pokemon Sword here. Connect this game for the first time. For the first time in forever. Interesting. Why? Oh, I see. So there are certain Pokemon that can be traded in, like with regular Zigzagoon here in Lanoon, but not with those attacks. It has certain attacks that are not allowed. Can you transfer it anyway? I don't know. I guess I'll try that after I switch in. Like, even with these, a lot of these Pokemon can be transferred in, but they can't be, or maybe they can't be. I guess I don't know that for sure. Based on their moves. A lot of them have moves that are not capable of being transferred. Got a lot of Eevees here. Hey, that Zigzagoon is good to go. Aha! I know I had a Rufflet. That will at least, pretty sure I don't have a Whalmer yet. Or a Phoebus in here. Aren't the, isn't the, I should say, not aren't they, isn't the drawing, the art style for Pokemon Home just spectacular? I love it. I feel like it just brings so much, so much life to these Pokemon. Wait. You can bring the Alolan starters in already? I need to go to... I don't know why Poplio's not in my starter box. You can. Ooh. You can already bring them in? I didn't realize that that was going to happen immediately like that. I didn't even know that. Let's go back over here, though, because I kind of want to do this so I don't get lost in all these Pokemon. Alright, so... Pretty sure... I'm getting lost in all these Pokemon. I don't have a Wailord. I don't think I have a Mantike. Oh wait, no, I did. I think I caught that last time, actually. I know I don't have Flareon. Guess I could always look. You know, I'm sitting here like trying to guess. Yeah, no Flareon. Which I could just put them right into the box too. Why aren't I doing that? Okay, so we stick the bug in the bug. Yeah, I didn't have any of those here. That's nice. Psychic. So, let me go here then, and we'll go to normal. do it like this. This would be probably the easiest way. Blingo, been a long time. How are you doing? I am finishing off my stream here today with a little bit of Pokemon home action. Trading in some of the Pokemon that I don't currently have in-game here. Checking out. This is the first time I've tried to transfer from Sword and Shield, so I'm starting to see, you know, some of these issues, like certain moves, for instance, cannot be transferred. Why is that in my flying box? Doesn't make any sense. Okay, so looks like I've tapped out the normals. Let's go on to grass. Do I have an Abomasnow? Is it in the ice? No, I don't. So, well, not Abomasnow, you know what I mean, Snover. I have that. I already had that. Got Ferroseed. I don't have a Roselia. I do have a Seedat because evolved into a Nuzleaf and then Shiftry. I do not have a Leafeon. Will it let me transfer it over even if it has a move? That's what I want to know. It has a move that isn't allowed in Sword and Shield, so what does that do? Mike, welcome back. I'm finishing off the stream here today with a little bit of Pokemon home trade switcherooing. Let's go to water here. I'm curious if it's gonna let me actually transfer over some of these Pokemon or not. We'll see. Because the ones that have the little exclamation point on them, they have moves that are not actually found in the game. So I'll be very interested to see. I thought I already had an Octillery, but I'll put it in here just in case I didn't. I'm going to be very interested to see if it's allowed, if it just doesn't have the move, or if it won't even allow it in or not, you know? Okay, I already have a Vaporeon, so I don't need that. Regular Slowpoke is not allowed in these games, which is very interesting. Already got a Mantike. Looks like I've taken care of the water and the grass. Let's go to fire next. See, like regular Ponyta is allowed in somehow. It's interesting because there's a Galarian Ponyta. So that is kind of strange. That regular Slowpoke wasn't allowed in. Something I meant to say was that Incineroar has an amazing build in Sword and Shield. It could be incredibly dangerous in meta. Yeah, honestly, I mean, I'm not denying that Incineroar is a great Pokemon as far as its attributes are concerned. It's really just, honestly, my own finickiness over the design that catches me off. It's crazy that these Alolan starters are already allowed in the game. Especially since how many people are getting, like, banned and stuff for hacking Pokemon into the game. You can just trade them in. You know? Like, go to electric. So I'm going to put my Fan Rotom in there. Already got a regular Rotom. Do not have a Jolteon. Or a Helioptile. Have Electrike. Ooh, you can put a Alolan Raichu in here. Nice. And I'm going to put Pichu in here too. Alright, so I've got my steel box here. I know I already have a Steelix. I do not have Doublade though. And I really need to get Aegislash also. So I should evolve that. Let's see, what other steel Pokemon are allowed in? Don't think any. These are all rock and ground, so I'll go over to rock and ground. Interesting. Are there different colors of hippopotamus based on its gender?
Yep.
That's a male. And that's female. Okay. Didn't know that. So I've got a Larvitar, but I don't have Pupitar.
Larvitar.
And it looks like I actually need another box for
Wait. Was that a Caparaja?
Ground and Rock. I don't have a Trapinch.
You're sending those to Pokemon Home? Well, I'm sending those to Pokemon Sword. Send the Pokemon you don't have.
Don't have a Grubbin. Oh yeah, I do. I know I don't have a Caterpie though.
You don't have a Butterfree, do you?
Oh, I do have Nincada. Yes, I do.
You have a Butterfree? Oh, okay.
See, are there any other bugs here?
Shiny Crystal?
No, that's just a regular Crustle. My shiny Crustle is elsewhere. Okay, so Duranson, interesting. Is Durant able to be caught in Pokemon Sword and Shield? Actually, I haven't come across it.
I've caught a Durant
In Sword and Shield?
in a raid.
Oh. Okay, let's go back over to Poison here.
Found a Durant raid.
Don't think there's any poison that I can really... Oh yeah, this one. And I have a Coughing.
Hey, it's a
I have a
Alolan-
Garbodor.
It's a Alolan Muck.
Where? Oh yeah. Interesting that Alolan Muck isn't allowed in this game. But Alolan Raichu is? I guess regular Grimer and Muck aren't in this game, so maybe that's why. Okay, we'll move on here to Dark and Ghost.
Oh, too bad Zero and Zoroark can't be in there.
Which it looks like I'm gonna need a new box for that too.
They're your favorite dark Pokemon.
Well, they're not my favorites, but they're up there. Do I have a Sneasel? I have a Weavile,
The Sneasel.
but I don't have a Sneasel.
Or are you gonna put the Sneasel?
Ooh, you can also put a Alolan Meowth in here.
Oh. Hey, you can have Ori in there.
I'm more excited for getting my shiny Eevee though, so I can get my shiny Umbreon instead. Okay, I'll do this. And looks like I'm good with that, because I think I already have a Bishar, or a Pawniard.
I thought it was called a Pinward. Oh, there's a cracked pot on that.
Poltegeist?
Well, on this.
Poltegeist? Or Sinistea, I mean?
Dynasty, and you'll have yourself a Poltergeist.
Sure. I've already got Trevenant.
And you already have a Dusk Noir.
I'm sad that Alolan Marowak can't come in.
Ah. Sucks.
Okay, let's go over to fighting next. I don't really know if there's much here, and I do need a throw.
Do you have a sock? Yep, you have a sock.
I don't have a Riolu, though.
Or Lucario. Which is like your... Well, you like Lucario.
Okay. Do I have all those? Yes, I do. I'll move on to Psychic. See, now I'll have to see if this actually lets me do this. It has moves that it supposedly can't be brought in.
Espeon.
So I think I've got everybody else there.
You have an Alolan Rapidash?
Fairy, we'll put Sylveon in there.
You're so lucky. I haven't even gotten...
Togekiss.
I haven't even gotten one Alolan Rapidash.
Mom traded me a Galarian Ponytail, which is how I was able to do it. Dragons.
Gibble.
Not yet, but it will be when the Crown Tundra comes out.
And Salamence? Oh. Ice. Ice.
Okay, so Mamoswine.
Nice.
Ooh, Alolan Ninetales, nice.
Yo.
Glaceon.
Delibird.
I already have Delibird.
Snorlax.
And I know I already had a Peloswine too.
You already have a Bayo.
Nostalgic looking through all these Pokemon, Mike? Is that what you mean? Here's my shiny Latios.
Yo, you have a shiny Latios?
You knew that.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. You just forgot. You knew that. I've had this for a long time. Although I can't bring it into Sword and Shield yet. I can't bring in my shiny Bunnelby either. I mean, maybe I can. I guess I don't really know. I'm going to leave it on here for now, though. Or maybe I will try. So now, starter-wise, it's saying I can bring in all these Alolan starters.
So that's what they look like in the Pokedex. That's what they're posed as. Posed as.
Let's see. And I can bring in Kanto starters, too. Ooh, that's going to be exciting.
You can bring in Decidueye.
I know, my Taito. It's been a long time, Taito. Taito was my first starter of Alola way back when I started Pokemon Sun. And Zippo can come in too, but knows 2 attacks that it won't allow.
I wish you could bring in your Typhlosion.
I know, I love Typhlosion.
You
All my legendaries. It lets you bring in Terrakion already? And Cobalion? And Reshiram? And Zeraora? And it's awesome.
Solgaleo.
Wow.
Yo.
Stop.
How?
That's so cool. And Keldeo. Oh, that's so cool. Hey, Decidueye! Venusaur! Yeah, they are legal. Well, that's cool. I mean, I obviously knew they would be eventually. I just didn't know they were, like, right when Pokemon Home came out, they were going to give everybody the capability of collecting, or putting these in right away. I figured it would be like, oh, Pokemon Home comes out, but then everybody gets access later on to the old Mons. We're not going to let them in quite yet.
Regigigas can come in.
No. Do you see how does that cross?
Oh, darn. Didn't look enough.
Okay, so it looks like that's all of them that I have right now.
What is that?
Now, where?
Dad, what's that? What's that? Hey, what is that?
What's what? This is Pokemon Home. Will it let me?
I want to do another one.
Okay, so let me close out of home. Go back into Pokemon Sword quickly here before I'm done with the stream. Because I do have to get moving here to go get Aubrey. In fact, why don't you put that down and go get your socks and shoes and everything on, please. And actually, run upstairs first and please get Elias a pair of pants and a shirt to change into. Mike, I have to wait until the DLC to catch them. I don't have bank or account on my 3DS. Heck, my 3DS is broken. Ugh, that sucks, man. Yeah, I mean, I've been lucky to... Obviously, I've had a 3DS now for a few years. Ooh, look at that. It put me over 304. Nice. I was at like 270 something, so that's cool. That added like 30 plus Pokemon to my collection. And I already have these two, so I don't know why it's still recommending those. That's so awesome. So awesome. And now I actually have some really great trade fodder as well, like especially with those legendaries. Those will be awesome to trade with. But yeah, I've had the last couple of years of building up my 3DS collection of Pokemon. So, and I have like Pokemon Crystals, Virtual Boy game. I have actually, I mean, collectively through our house, we have every single generation of Pokemon. So I've been sitting collecting Pokemon for a while, playing through the games and everything, and I've had Bang now for at least 2 years as well. So, you know, I've been kind of collecting them, and I didn't even know, obviously, that all this was coming, so it's just been kind of nice to see that all that work went towards something. But anyway, I do have to call it quits here for today. I've got to get moving along to go get Aubrey. But thank you guys so much for joining me for another stream and crossing the 300 threshold. I now have only 96 Pokemon left to go until I've completed my Pokedex here in Sword and Shield. I'm so excited that I'm finally reaching the final stretch here. Make sure you tune back in tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Central Time, where my family and I will be going live for some more max raid battles. You want to see the legends? I can do that really quickly while I talk here. Yeah, so for some max raid battles, you can join us. We'll be going live, trying to catch some Gigantamax Pokemon, hopefully adding some more to this prize pool for the upcoming battle stream. Which does remind me, I want to plug again, on the 22nd of February here, which is not this upcoming Saturday, but next Saturday, we will be holding a live battle stream where you can join us, and it's free to enter for anybody. And you have the possibility of winning some Shiny or G-Max Pokemon if you have a team that can stand up to the rest. So right now, these are the legends that I was able to, just for Mike here who's wondering, these are the legends that I was able to transfer in. Looks like I have the three Musketeer Pokemon here, Keldeo, Reshiram, Solgaleo, and Zeraora, which I'm so excited to actually use. Oh man, they look so good in this game, guys. They seriously do. Seeing these... Ah, man. Seeing these not in the 3DS, seeing these actually in like really refined 3D models, they're so smooth looking. And it looks like I have an extra Terrakion, so that's cool. But yeah. So happy I got some of these in here now. I want to see too. Where are my starters? Oh boy. Don't like the design still, but man, does that model look fantastic. And then my boy Tato. Hey Tato, it's been a long time. Alright guys, again, thank you guys so much for joining me today and putting up with all my shenanigans. I will be back again live tomorrow, so make sure you tune in for that and have a great day. Thank you so much for watching and joining me for another Noki Plays.